Terry, do you know what this is?
It's a hamburger, you moron.
Stick to the script, Terry. It's a zinger, all right?
No, if you say so. Still looks like a hamburger to me. Is it hot? Is it spicy?
You could say that.
Can someone get me a new ventriloquist?
Hello, drivers. You know, driving New Zealand into third world status is exactly like driving a car, isn't it, Morris?
I wouldn't know, Miss Richardson.
Yes, you would, because Morris here has been a government driver since 1903. Now, my favourite manoeuvre while driving the economy is the U-turn. Do a U-turn, Morris.
I can't, Miss Richardson. There's a stream of traffic behind me and a crowded school bus coming the other way.
Oh, don't be such a wimp, Morris. Whack on the handbrake and drop a U-E now. That's what I call fun. Now, Morris, back the other way.
What do you mean, another Yui?
No, let's do the whole 360 this time. That's what I call hands-on government. Give me the wheel, Morris. Give me the wheel. Oh, give me the wheel.
It's funny what people celebrate these days, isn't it?
What?
Imagine celebrating 98 years of suffering.
Oh, the Yugoslavs would celebrate anything. Anything for a party.
What are you talking about?
Yugoslavia. Even the tragedy of civil war can't dampen the Slavic spirit.
Shandrine, I'm talking about us.
We're not Slavs.
Shandrine, I'm talking about women celebrating 98 years of suffering.
What women?
New Zealand women. Last week they were celebrating 98 years of suffering.
Stop saying that. Anyway, it's not suffering, it's suffrage.
Suffrage, is that a bit like bondage?
No, it's not.
We tried it once, but Brent got cramp.
Will you forget about bondage? It's votes for women. New Zealand women were the first in the world to do it.
Do what?
Get their franchise.
Oh, a friend of Dad's got a franchise.
What?
Or a McDonald's in Newmarket.
We're not talking about burgers. We're talking about courageous women who marched in the streets, who tied themselves to lampposts and chained themselves to railings.
Oh, so it is a bit like bondage.
No, it's not. These women were fighting for liberty, for fundamental human rights.
Oh, yeah. Still, I think it's a lot of trouble to go to just to sell a few burgers.
Oh, God, Vanessa.
Hi, Ruth the Road Hog here again. As drivers, you'll wonder what is the correct way of approaching a pedestrian crossing. In government, we wonder about the same thing.
We're approaching one now, Miss Richardson.
Oh, good. Anyone on it?
Yes, an elderly couple with their shopping.
Right, Morris. You know the drill.
Yes, I'll come to a halt and allow them right of way.
What? Are you mad? Bury the boot!
What? What? How can I bury the boot?
Line them up between your thumbs. Swerve a bit to confuse them. Some of them are quite nimble.
But I'll skittle them!
Exactly. Two less for Jenny Shipley to worry about. Oh, look, let me do it. They're getting away. Quick. Go, Tilly, ho!
Kia ora, everybody. Hohepa Public here, sportscaster extraordinaire. Ooh, well, the World Cup squad's been named, and it's buckless. Yeah, kore take, eh? I mean, even if he has lost his form, even if he has had too many Georgie pies, even if he can't play for Pippies, we still need him for a haka. Yeah. So, as a personal protest, I have decided to give rugby a miss tonight and talk about the basketball. Is that all right on this channel? Oh, can't buy the choice. Yep. Oh. Yeah, the old Manawatu Stadium will be shaking and baking and slamming and jamming, and man, those black fellas are tall, eh? Yeah, I mean, we got some tall timber in our top team from the bush-clad hills of the Hokianga, the Pangaroo Pork Trotters. But these fellas, they're so tall, they get high without electric poo-ha. I mean, Daryl Johnson, Mac Attack, Jazzman, they get more airtime than Te Karere. Anyhow, for the record, it looks like a replay of the NBA final. The Lakers to take it out in a close game against the Bulls. So give it heaps, Peter Pokai, yeah. Finally, a complaint. I mean, how can I take the role of this program's primo sportscaster serially without the normal trappings that go with the job? I mean, Where's my flash jacket? Where's my sports desk? Where's my beer sponsor? Oh, well, 1 out of 3, not bad. Can't get that.
Up to now, I haven't led a life containing lots of bread. You can't drink bread, you never get high. No, I ever do. On a sesame roll or toast cut rye, it's always been my way of thinking that eating gets in the way of drinking. But now at last I've seen the light. A cheque from Vogel's put me right. And so I'm here for half a minute because there's bread and 10 grand in it. So from now on, every poem that I read will contain a plug for Vogel's breed. It doesn't make sense, I know, but it seems to work. Thank you.
I used to hit the bottle drinking bourbon, scotch and wine, which caused me heavy problems when I tried to walk the line.
And all the girls I've loved before are putting in their bids, 'cause everyone's claiming I'm the father of their kids.
And busted flat in Baton Rouge is really not a joke, when freedom's just another word for slowly going broke.
There's creditors waiting in them old Muskogee hills.
And so we're poor old highwaymen just trying to pay the bills. So when you're playing country music, you will find the taxman's on your back, though Carolina's on your mind. The IRD are getting close, their fingers on our collar. And so we're poor old highwaymen not trying to make a dollar.
Sing one, Johnny. I drank so much tequila that I couldn't get much higher, and all that gut rot booze gave me a burning ring of fire.
Smoked an awful lot of dope with women and with men, and now the dope's run out and Willie's on the road again.
We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee, that's for sure, but DIVORCE has forced me back on tour.
I've lived and loved and drank a lot until I saw the light. So now I've only memories to help me through the night. So when you're playing country music, you will see that really you're just singing for the goddamn IRD. The good times they stopped rolling, we were running out of luck. And so we're poor old highwaymen just trying to make a buck. And so we're